Hello again everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the channel once again. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. You joined me here on the ground in Geneva airport today, and we're going to be taking a ride aboard the easyJet Airbus A320 from here in Geneva, and we're going down to Naples today. Again, there should be some great photogrammetry. I've tried to pick airports this week with some good photogrammetry. So I'm really looking forward to it. And a bonus, it is Friday. It's nearly time for the weekend. So I am looking forward to that as well. Well, I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Give PM of welcome aboard. Nice to see you. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the flight deck. Oh, one thing I did today is I actually have modded my Thrustmaster throttle quadrant. Of course, you can't see on here, but I've just changed those detents using the 3D printed mod thing to make it just a little bit more realistic. But yeah. Cool, well, let's go to the overhead panel. We'll go ahead and get our external power on. Battery 2, battery 1. Ideas left side, right side, centre to the nav position. Crew supply can go on. Navlan add the logo light. No smoking signs. Seatbelt signs on the emergency exit lights. Doors are opening. Good, so we can unmute GSX. It was just being loud and annoying a minute ago. Cool. Let me just move my McDo. Oh, being tangled. There we go.
Runway awareness. Okay.
Feet.
Down to the McDo then. We're going to go to the init page to start with. We'll do our init request. Nice and easy. I love setting up the A320. You don't have to do very much at all. It is just amazing. Okay, today we are Alpine 34 Echo Delta. You can check that in. Cost index of 40, and we're going to be cruising at flight level 370. To the flight plan, we'll go into Geneva and to the departures. Runway 04 for departure today, and I just clicked 22, which is always helpful. Departure, runway 04 and MEDA 1 November. MEDA 1 November departure, which is in. Gorgeous. To our arrivals then, we are going to select the ILS X-ray runway 26 or 24 even. ILS X-ray runway 24 via the Eric 1 Alpha. Eric 1 Alpha. Any Vias for us to pick? Bento, yep, we'll go with that. And that is the flight plan all set. What I'm going to do, because it's a bit of an annoyingly long arrival, we're going to do PASUP to 𝗂𝗂𝗀. So we'll just delete a couple of these waypoints. There we go. Just like so. And yeah. Cool. We can get the electric pump off. Right, what we'll do then, we'll go to our McDo menu, ATSU page as well, AOC menu, flight init, and init data request in here. And then we will just pop in our preliminary numbers, which we'll get from our received messages shortly. Lovely day here in Geneva. Let's get the METAR in the chat, see how warm it is. I think this is one of the stands where you don't even need to call for pushback, you just go. But we'll pop the beacon light on shortly. once we're all set up, and it will get us going. Right, wind 060 degrees, 5 knots, cav OK, 21 degrees, and QNH 1018, lovely and warm. Also set flight level 370 in here, just get it out of the way so we don't have to sort it later. And while we wait, let's go ahead and get some tunes on, shall we?
Passengers boarding started.
Yeah, it looks like nothing is coming through on our received messages, which is fine. We can grab it from the flight plan. So our estimated, let's see here, pilot briefing, 038-134.4. Our 0 fuel weight CG I will grab from this one, which is 7.6. You know what, we'll just wait. What we'll do though, we will add our block fuel in, because that's easy enough. Let's just turn this down a bit. So we'll go fuel 15.5, and we need 15.5. There we go, boarding complete. Okay, the block fuel is in. We still don't have any company messages. Oh, there we go. We have a load sheet now. Okay, 0 fuel at 121.8. 0 fuel weight CG 29.8. There we go, and that's all good. Right, let's get our APU started just while we do our takeoff calculations. Aircraft is loaded through there, which is good. Alright, departure performance. Runway 04 today. And just going to quickly double check if there are any intersections we can take. We can look at taking intersection Echo, actually. Nah, we'll just go full length. We'll go via this one. There we go. This one. Calculate and send that to the box. Brilliant. Well, there we go. We're all set up. We're about ready to get out of here, so we'll just wait for our APU, get the beacon light on. What we'll do, we'll get rid of our wheel chocks. And our APU is going to be almost ready. Might change up this view, I think. We'll see. I hope you guys have had a fantastic day so far. Welcome on in. Okay, APU's ready. APU bleed goes on. GPU off. And beacon light. Ah, we will have a pushback.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
This is the Jetstream Designs Geneva scenery. It's really good. I really, really like it. You can get it on Contrail. And if you are going to be using Contrail, please do use our channel link. And we have a discount code AF-8838. That'll get you 10% off of your entire order. So do check it out. Right, we'll go ahead and pause the music there. IRS alignment in 1 minute. Oh, we're a bit early then. Should be alright. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Right, we're all set, ready to go. I'll just make sure I accept that, which I have. Good, okay. Is it asking for us now? Surely it's ready. Any second, come on now. There are no... Right, doing a custom pushback here. Right, there we go. Right, save.
Parking brakes.
Brakes released. Engine mode sector to ignition.
All engines clear. Start at 0.
I reckon in real life there wouldn't actually be a pushback tug. But hey ho. Right. Starting engine 1 and 2 in sequence. Starting engine 1. Enjoy the sounds. Nice. The Fenix A320 family sounds are just on another level. Right, starting number 2.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes are set. We love the PTU sounds on this plane. It's like the iconic Airbus noise. Ooh, master caution. Ah, fuel. Fuel pumps. There we go. What a noise. What a sound. Alright then. We have got 2 good engine starts. Engine mode sector goes back to normal. Speed brakes will be armed. TCAS will get to auto TARA. APU master switch, APU bleed switch comes off. Order brake to max. And then we will go ahead and set flaps too. Flight controls, full left. And there's full right, neutral. Full up. Full down and neutral. With the rudder now full left rudder and full right rudder. Perfect. Ground crew have moved away, so we can go ahead and get our predictive wind shear system to on and auto. Nose lights can go on. And let's taxi to the runway. I don't actually know where we're taxiing. Okay, we'll just take this box out, outer. There we are. Nice little turn there. This is a lovely scenery. Just look at that. Gorgeous. What a day for flying, eh? Weather has been so nice over Europe lately. It's been lovely in the UK. Got all of my windows open. Birds chirping in the background. Love it. It's finally feeling a bit more summery. Hopefully we have a nice summer this year. Right, flight control, sorry, takeoff config is normal. Cabin crew has been dinged. Strobe lights on. And we'll wait for those other lights.
Approaching 04.
Right, it's clear on the left.
Hello, let's cabin secure for takeoff. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, cabin is secure for takeoff. Line up on the runway here, and then we will get on
On
out
runway
of
04.
Geneva. Right, cabin is secure. We've had the call. We'll reset that. Landing lights can go on. No sight arm. We'll leave the wing light off, I reckon. Final ding to the cabin. We'll just taxi out to this threshold here, and then we'll go. Right. We'll give the aircraft some nose down pressure. Let's go flying. Throttles up to the 50% mark. To the donuts. Set the chrono. Man flex 63 SRS runway. Auto thrust blade. Thrust set. Runway textures are a bit funky. Maybe they're alright. 100 knots, that's checked. I'll bring that nose pusher back to neutral. There's V1 and rotating. Positive rate, gear up. My departures are definitely getting better. Over the lake. God, what a view. Photogrammetry. Mountains in the background. Isn't it lovely? Just climb. Climb. Oh, blue nav. That's one. Oh. What a view. Right, autopilot goes on. I want to soak up all of these views. Wowee. I have to say, Geneva is one of my favourite airports to fly in or out of. It is just incredible. Flaps 0. Speeds checked, flap 0. What a view. And to the sounds of this plane as well. Just love it. Listen to the announcements. Disarm the ground spoilers. We won't need them anymore.
your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is switched off.
And we'll go ahead and send a direct to
Be careful when you open the lockers, as items may
𝗂𝗶𝗶𝗃.
have moved. There are toilets at both ends of the aircraft and they all have smoke detectors. Smoking is not allowed at any time. This includes vapes and other e-cigarettes.
Love it. Hopefully we get a better landing than Wednesday. It was horrible, wasn't it? Just incredible. Geneva Airport, you are incredible. Thank you for having us. Looks like it can come off. It's a bit washed out on this screen. Maybe it's right. Little bit of sunset starting soon. Maybe dark when we land. Well, no, I reckon it will be still light. 10,000 landing lights go off. Leave the seatbelt. Oh, we'll leave the seatbelt sign just for a little bit longer. Once we finish this turn, and then we'll release the cabin, let them do their thing. What a view. Let's go ahead and get some music on, shall we? Some of those tunes going. We'll turn the sim down a tad. What a view. Amazing views out the windows. Swiss Alps. And then it will be right down towards the west side of Italy as we come across then over the centre of Italy and down into Naples. I believe there is also some really good photogrammetry in Naples, so I'll try to pick well. 𝗂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, hello, welcome aboard, nice to see you. You catch us as we are climbing out towards our cruising altitude. Just starting to fly over the Swiss Alps now, it's lovely up here. Go ahead and release the cabin. Been seated for long enough. Yeah, man. Geneva is like a really underrated airport. It's incredible. Riley as well, welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, of course I can show you the cabin. It's pretty easyJet-y. Kenio, if you drop a flight suggestion down in Discord, I'll definitely check it out. But I think that flight is definitely one we can do. And there's good photogrammetry, so I may add that to the plan for next week. What a view. Okay. That's alright. I'll try remember it. Phoenix to Los Angeles. Or Los Angeles. I can never really pronounce it correctly. Of course, with the advertising. What a view. That is incredible, isn't it? It's insane how Flight Sim has evolved from a few pixels on a screen and flight instruments to now this high fidelity realistic aircraft. Just incredible, isn't it? Beautiful terrain. Cabin window there for the emergency exit. I know, right? It's insane. A lot of time, I guess, Kenio. I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly, by the way. If I'm wrong, do correct me. Kenio. There we go. Thank you. 𝗂𝐚𝐧𝐾. Adrian's Aviation, hello, welcome aboard, nice to see you, welcome on in. How are you doing? 𝗂𝐚𝐧𝐾. I think I'm getting there. 𝗂𝐚𝐧𝐾. There we go. Yeah, Riley. It's really, really realistic. It's incredible. So, this reg is Golf Echo Juliet Charlie Delta. Unfortunately, it's not an easyJet Europe flight. Reg even, although we're operating easyJet Europe. And it's also not easyJet Switzerland, but I couldn't be bothered to navigate to the Fenix installer and download another one, even though it is easy enough. You're from Geneva? Wow. Geneva is somewhere where I really want to go, so I may have to do like a long weekend there. Riley, thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. Welcome to the Frequent Flyer Club. Kanyo, if you ever play Roblox, I suggest Project Flight or Pilot Training Flight Sim. No, I don't really play Roblox. I quite like the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just for the visuals and the aircraft fidelity as well. Hey, there we go. Thank you for the subscription, Riley. I'm not sure, Adrian. I don't believe so. Oh, is it really, Kanyo? I may have to take a look then. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Riley. So I tend to just stick to my Microsoft Flight Simulator. ATC Sweden, hello, welcome. Hi from Sweden, Gothenburg. Oh, Gothenburg is also meant to be a lovely place. I watched like Non-Stop Dan and that, and he's always in. He's from Gothenburg, obviously, so. Adrian, no, I'm not doing this flight on VATSIM, unfortunately. I don't use VATSIM. I used to, but I've always found that the controllers are not really that friendly. Always seems to be a lot of drama, so I like to just either use Say Intentions, for example, or IVAO. So that's a little bit more chillax. Or I just fly offline. Riley, this is MSFS 2024. Yep, 2024. Oh, those displays are flickering. That's annoying. Oh, they've stopped now. I think it depends on the version you get, but I won my copy from Say Intentions. I haven't been to London Heathrow in a long time, Adrian, but yeah, I enjoy it. So I should pop back to Heathrow, get some content, and then also have a good time as well. Riley, I believe for the premium deluxe edition it's about £72, but for the regular one it's 43. Depending where you buy it, of course. Spotted at Geneva last week. We had a special guest, the TAP A330neo. Oh, nice. A330neo. I don't actually know if I've ever seen. Oh, I have. Yeah, of course I have. Virgin Atlantic with their A330neos, but they're not actually that common. I'm not too sure, Kanyo. I haven't done plane spotting from Stansted, Riley, but I have flown out of it once. Yeah, I flew to to Denmark 4 years ago now. Wow, that's a long time ago. Doesn't feel like 4 years ago that I went to Denmark. Okay, Neo, right now we have just crossed into over the Italian border. We're in over Turin. Won't be long until we go over Genoa. Outside view, of course. Do some cinematics. So the add-on you're seeing right now for the cinematics is called Chase Plane. It's a payware add-on you can get. And yeah, it's really quite fantastic. I have no controller input right now. So just by code it is creating some awesome cinematic views. Really incredible how what you can create with stuff. Hey guys, don't forget, if you are enjoying today's stream, be sure to drop us a like, hit subscribe if you're new. And if you're viewing on Twitch today, please do give us a follow. Helps the channel out a ton. So a big thank you to everyone who has done so already. London Heathrow to PLS. Where is PLS, Riley? PLS. Oh. Where is it? 𝗂𝗗𝗃𝐾𝐧𝐬𝐬𝐵. I have done a Nassau to 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝐾𝐧𝐬𝐬𝐵 previously. That was actually a really fun flight. The like Fifth Freedom flight stuff. That was really good fun actually. I went there in November 2025. Oh, that must have been epic. That sounds like an awesome flight. Well, flight and also place to be in general. Incredible. I just came back from Norway, and that was also a really incredible trip. We did dog sled rides, tobogganing. Oh wow, Riley. It's not ideal. I imagine though the crew would resolve that quite quickly. So yeah, I just came back from Norway a few weeks back. That was an amazing trip. The Norway has really quite incredible sights. What's your favourite plane, says Riley? I don't really have a favourite plane, but if I had to pick one, it would be the Airbus A350. The A350 is just so beautiful and majestic. 777 for you, Kenyo? The 777 is a fantastic plane. In the sim, the 777 is one of my favourites to fly. What about you, Riley? What's your favourite? Let's check up in the flight deck. How the flight's going? Favourite is the 777. Fair enough. Can't go wrong with the 777. To be fair, it was probably Boeing's last good plane. I think ever since then, Boeing aircraft have not been incredible. The 78, yeah, it's okay. 737 MAX obviously had its issues. And I imagine the 777X as well will have issues. I doubt that something won't happen to it. 37 minutes until top of descent. Just a little bit of turbulence there, actually. Let's just be going over a little bit of rough air. It's similar. Yeah, it is similar to the A350, Riley. Because, what was it? Airbus made the A350 to compete with the 777 in the end, wasn't it? So, yeah. I wonder what the next new plane from Airbus will be. It must be one that they are designing and things. Yeah, Riley, I did. Ice Blocks Sketch, hello, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great day so far. Welcome aboard. RTX Gamer, hello, welcome. This is the Fenix Airbus A320 in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Nate, hello, welcome. Appreciate you for stopping by as usual. Nice to see you again. Cool, lots of turbulence. Let's get the seatbelt signs on just while we wait for the rough air to clear. Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is the game we're playing today. Yes, RTX. It's a fantastic sim now. Very true, Riley. Safety, of course, does come first. So, there shouldn't be any issues. Last few bits of Italy before well, we'll be back. We're just going over the coast now. We're flying down the coast. Thank you for the kind words, Riley. Much appreciated. So guys, be sure to stick around for the landing. We are going to be descending in 245 miles, so about 30 minutes until we start our descent. And we play this little game where we guess the landing rate. So I've been using this program called Touchdown FX, and I've also been playing using Volanta. So here is Touchdown FX, and I'll just show you guys a little bit about show you all about it. There we go, if I can speak. So this is Touchdown FX, and basically this is linked to the flight simulator, and it will give us a scorecard on how good our landing is. So, for example, the flight we did a few days ago, we got a 23 out of 100. It didn't go very well. But the flight on Monday, we got a 90. So, you know, could be really good, could be really bad. I was really happy with this one. So it basically, what it does is it records all of the information, takes the data from the sim, and then gives you a score out of it. You also, if we click this replay approach button, we get a 2D replay mode of the approach, so it's pretty cool. You can see our inputs as well. And then the green dot is where we touch down. So yeah, very cool little program we're using today. Alright, guys, I'm going to grab a quick drink of water and a little snack, so bear with me for 2 minutes, enjoy the tunes and the views. I'll be back with you all in just a moment. Alright then guys, I'm back in the flight deck. Apologies for that quick little break there. Got myself a packet of crisps and a glass of water. Yeah, Riley, this game is epic. I definitely would recommend it. As long as you're like happy to always be learning different things. It's very much a learn and then do game, and you will definitely love it. So, let me know, what is your favourite type of crisps or crisps flavour? So, my favourites are like the kettle cooked salt and vinegar. And then I also quite like cheese and onion. And then a Pringle has to be the sour cream and onion one. That's like the best. Quavers, fair enough. What are they? They're like prawn cocktail-y, aren't they? You like the cheese ones? Nice. Nice, that sounds great. Alright. This is Italy down there. Now all we need is a pizza, bowl of pasta, some nice bread, and then we'll be set. About 20 minutes until we start our descent, so not too long. And I believe over there is that like the French ones? It's those islands that are like next to Menorca and Majorca that are closer to Italy, but I've forgotten the name of them. But that definitely is them. How many passengers on board? Let's double check. It will be in our load sheet. We have 118 passengers and 3 crew. So that is almost full. Not fully, not full, but relatively full. Hey, Empty Channel, hello, welcome aboard, nice to see you. I'm probably going with Virgin Atlantic this year. Oh, very nice. I've heard they're meant to be really good, so yeah, hope you have a good flight. Where are you flying to, Empty Channel? don't like the pancakes on Virgin. Too rich. Fair enough, Riley. I've just realised I don't know if I have installed a Naples scenery. I don't have a scenery for Naples. I've got to install it. That's a bit of an issue. There's no scenery for Naples. Do we want to like do a diversion to Rome? Because I have my Rome Fiumicino scenery installed. I think easyJet fly to Rome. Okay, well, we need to look at a diversion because we're not going to Naples. Okay, let's see then. Gonna go flight plan. Need to do Alpine 34 Echo Delta. Is that right? Yeah. Well, this is an issue. Where is it we are? So, Sovan. After Sovan. Okay, Sovan. We'll go in here. Sovan, new destination. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll do a secondary flight plan. Init request. Uplink has taken place. Secondary flight plan. Secondary flight plan. No. Oh, that hasn't worked. Then has it? LSGG to LI. No, we're gonna do Sovan, new destination, Rome, insert, arrival for LIRF, 16 left. Import the new charts a second. Chart. Minus whiskey. Pick the wrong one. Rival. 16 left. ILS whiskey. LCAT 3 Alpha. Any VIA? Oh yes, there is going to be a VIA. Or LCAP? No. Okay, we'll just leave that then. Insert. Ooh. Could go direct LCAP. destination data. Hold on a minute. Give me 1 second, guys. It'll be via buyback. Arrivals, vias. Oh, which one is it? 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏. Yeah, 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏. Execute. Oh, enter heading. That's fine. Direct LCAP, go. Right. We are diverting to Rome. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain. Unfortunately, we have had to just make a diversion. Hold on. Buy back, and then we want to go to Sudoc. So we'll just remove a couple of these waypoints out. Useless to us. There we go. Insert that. How old is this plane? I have no clue. Right, we need to descend. Push that in for managed descent. Down to 4,000. Usually it's 4,000 anyway. We will double check. 2,500. 2,500 feet. Good. Alright. So actually it's 16 or 17 years old. Ah, very nice. easyJet actually do operate a flight from Geneva to Rome, so it's alright. Not a big deal that we've had to divert. Yeah, it's just the bot, Riley. So the METAR winds 270 degrees at 9 knots. Cav OK, temperature 19, dew point 10. QNH 1017. So we need to plug that data into here. 1017 is set. Temperature 19. Winds 270 degrees at 9 knots. And minima is 162 on Borrowmins. Fine. There we go then. We are officially diverting to Rome. Very steep descent because would probably wanted us to descend a little bit earlier. It's 99 miles now. Actually hasn't turned out too badly because timing for the stream won't be quite so long. Righty, next stream is going to be on Monday, so my plan at the minute is to start streaming every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There we go, we're back on the profile, that's alright. As long as we're at flight level 190 by buyback, we should be alright. Oh, it's just gotten very laggy. It will be 4:30 UK time. Hey, that aviation guy, welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Right, well, we are diverting to Rome, so we'll pop Rome into there. Oh, why has it gone really laggy all of a sudden? That's odd. Right, to the task manager, what's eating up all my RAM? I need to buy some more RAM once the prices go back down. I think it is now. Oh, no, maybe it's not. Not as expensive as it was, but still on the pricey end, so I'll still wait a little bit. Try close some stuff that I don't need. What's RFS, Riley? I think I'll probably stick to Microsoft Flight Sim though, because it's my bread and butter. Ah, fine, 1-6 left isn't actually that bad for our arrival. And then we're going to a stand that isn't a very long taxi away, so, yeah. Alright. Stand of choice that we can actually plug in now is going to be 309. GSX. Reload the sim brief. Probably need to restart 𝗂𝐴TO actually. Need a bit of drag? We can give the aircraft some drag. It's restarted 𝗂𝐴TO for us, that's alright. Okay, Fiumicino, select from map, and it's this one here. Select Aeroporti di Roma will be the ground services that we use. We can close that tab. Anything else that can be closed we no longer need? That can go. Right, back on profile, speed brakes go back in. We're starting to see a little bit of... Well, maybe these aren't the outskirts of Rome, actually. No, not yet. Actually got a little bit of a ways to go, so that's okay. This has worked out quite well in the end. Yes, Riley, this is the only flight for today. We'll do a replay and everything so we can rewatch our landing and stuff, but yeah, no more flying after this. Yep, if it is dark enough, Riley, we will dim the lights, yep. Suvok at 4,000. So quite a steep descent to Suvok. Wow, we're actually not too far away. We'll get the seatbelt sign. Oh, they were already on. Whoops. We've got to release the cabin off that turbulence earlier. My bad. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that there. Speed brake's back in. We're on our profile. It's down to 4,000 and then just intercepting the ILS straight away. So not too long left to go now. Landing lights go on. Nose lights can go on. And we'll leave the wing lights off. Auto brake can be set to low. And speed brakes can be armed. Well, actually not yet because we may need to use them in a minute. What do you want me to show you, Riley? Yes. Yep. We'll show the parking. We'll show all of that, and then we'll do the replay. So we'll shut down the engines and everything. Don't you worry. Let's hope I do have scenery for this. I should have MK Studios. Yep. There we go, we do. Passing through 10,000, our speed is going to be reducing now to 250 knots. So that's the relatively common constraint for speed. Speed brakes retracted. Hopefully we won't have to use them again, but we'll see. Good views though. The sun is starting to set in the distance over there. Alright then. Well, let's go ahead and get the music paused there. And we'll bring our sim sounds up, as it's almost time to land. If the sim sounds all turn up. There we go. And get them nice and loud for you all to enjoy. Yes, landing. We're going to do config 3 landing today, so we'll go ahead, mode config 3. Of course, I'll show you the landing lights. You can see the landing lights just pop out there from the wing. It's incredible how bright they are. Flashbang. Right. Landing system can come on. We've got a little bit until we intercept the ILS. Oh, we've got a lot until we intercept, so we'll just turn that back off. We intercept at that waypoint there, I want to say. 𝗗𝗄𝗯 is where we intercept. Lot of trees. Maybe Rome doesn't have photogrammetry. Oh well. Okay, we'll leave the speed in. Speed. Go 250 knots. And our QNH 1017 we can set. QNH 1017 is set. Just like so. I tend to drop my landing gear around 2,500 feet, Riley, so relatively low. It's about, yeah. We'll wait a little bit today to get established and things. Usually I deploy at about 6 miles. Okay, here here is Suvok. Let's go ahead and go open up Sky Dolly and get that recording for the replay. So we've got our co-manager. I have tried the 777 Riley, yeah. We'll probably do a 777 flight next week. Alright, so we're going to go speed 220 knots now. And LS mode goes on. Click the approach button as well. Cat 3 dual glide localizer blue. Yeah. We'll just wait for our... Whoa, we're getting very low. I don't know like this. Gosh. I'm not too sure right now, Riley. Haven't quite made a decision. I'm sure I'll come up with something quite good. Quite a nasty tail component. 13 knots from the rear. That's quite a bit of turbulence, that. FS realistic being a pain at the back. Thank you. FS realistic can be one of the best add-ons, but is also one of the most off-putting add-ons. Right, flaps 1. Speed is checked, flaps 1. There we go. Flap is being deployed. Speed 200. We'll actually pop our speed down 180 knots now. Lovely jubbly. Right, so localizers captured, flaps 2, speeds checked, flaps 2. Get some flaps coming out. I think you might be right. There are a couple other lurkers around though on Twitch and in the mainstream as well. What a view. That sunset, gorgeous. Still got that tailwind, that's a bit annoying. Right, speed 160 knots. Spoilers armed. And flaps 3. Get down. And we'll push our speed in. We're on approach. We're all set, ready to go. We'll get our speed down to our VREF of 141. VAP 141 today. What a view. It's really gorgeous. Mega crosswind at the minute. No, I don't have passengers turned on. It's quite a performance hit, and the sim already in its own is quite heavy performance-wise. Look at that. Crabbing there. Oh, the winds did say it was 270 at 9. I don't know why we got given this runway then. Alright, my airplane. Get your landing rate guesses and scorecard number guesses into the chat. It's minor corrections. A little bit of a crosswind landing, so once we get into the flare, we'll add a tad of left rudder in. And we get too high. Just keep that nose pitched down. Make sure we stick on that localizer and the centre line. Add a tad more nose pressure.
Approaching 16 left.
There we are. Look at that, looking good. Oh, now we're not. Looking a tad high. 2 whites, 2 reds now though. Land.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard.
Touchdown. Reverses. Spoilers. Decel. Wow, a lot of rudder needed to stick to that centre line. Tried to decrab as much as I could, but reverse idle. Not too shabby.
Auto brake off.
My brakes, reverses stowed. Brilliant. Well, a very warm welcome everyone to Rome Fiumicino Airport by MK Studios. It was unfortunate that we had to do our little diversion, but in the end it didn't turn out too bad because that was fun flight, fun landing nonetheless. Get rid of those landing lights. Those lights can go to taxi now. Just while we're on the runway, we'll leave the strobe lights on. Stand should be in. Or not. Collateral died. We'll restart it. Alright. Spoilers and the flaps. And a very warm welcome everybody to Rome.
Please keep your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is switched off. Electronic devices can now be used. Have a look around you to make sure you take everything with you. Be careful when you open the lockers as items may have moved. Smoking is not allowed until you're in a smoking area. Thank you for flying with us today. We look forward to welcoming you on board again soon.
Lovely. Wow. What a successful flight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good actually. Right, we're about to cross runway 25 from Delta 5, that's fine, we'll take Delta all the way around. Strobe lights, AP bleed on. Clear right, clear left, across the runway. Slow ourselves down a bit, going a bit quick. And strobe lights back to off. We should be, this should indicate we're on Delta. Riley, they're built in with the Fenix Airbus A320. No, I don't use any external plug-in for those, they're just built in. Okay, we're on Delta. Delta, we take all the way down. Where exactly is it we are going? Select from map. Fine, yeah, I know where we're going. That's okay then. We need to take this next turn here. Down Echo Golf, Echo Foxtrot. And into our gate. 1 hour and 11 minutes so far. Wow, that is... Hey, thank you, Riley. Much appreciated. Thank you for the kind words. Right, Echo Golf, left-hand turn here onto Delta 2. Slow down a little bit for that turn. Give ourselves a bit more thrust. And then next. 230. I think we want to be going on Echo Golf. Yep. Just we're pulling up into here. Water view. Of course, this is MK Studios version 2 by, well, MK Studio. Rome. Fantastic scenery. Available on Contrail, Sim Market, etc. Any build store. Of course, if you want to purchase it via Contrail, don't forget to use our link. And as well, our discount code AF-8838. Riley, so we're going to aim on our ground speed for about 20-25 knots, and you just sort of adjust the thrust so you can get up to that, and then I just idle the throttles once I get up to the speed and let the aircraft coast the rest of the way. 308, taxi light off. 309 is us. Alright, set the parking brakes, shut down 1, shut down 2.
Have a great one.
Well, a very warm welcome everybody to the fantastic airport of Rome. Have a little look through the airport, if we can get the right view. Take a quick look, see, shall we? Drone. Good job. So, this is Rome by MK Studios. Full interior, as usual, as what you would expect with MK. Nice little departure board there. MK Studios advertising. Really impressive interior. Of course, you've got moving vehicles around. That one's a little bit more bare. I love when you get the wavy flags. That's like my favourite part of sceneries. Air traffic control tower. Of course, with an interior. With real images of the airfield and things, so that's good. Terminal area again, no interior in that one. Some don't, some of the buildings have interiors, some don't. This one does. The main concourses do. Another little departure lounge area. Yeah, lovely scenery. Alright. Panel states ready. Flaps 3. Spoilers are armed. get all of our lights and things that we had on. What we'll also do quickly is take a look at our landing rate. So we got 80, and that is our approach mode, Riley. Blue PP means approach. Yeah, pretty good score, 80. Not bad, not bad. Right, replay, stop the recording, get some music on first. Let's hit play.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Too
Flaps.
low. Gear.
Flaps. On runway.
Too low. Terrain.
16
Think
left.
rate. Pull up.
3,500 feet
Whoa.
remaining. Caution. Short runway. Short runway.
Looks like it just broken a little bit.
Think.
40,
Don't
30,
think.
20, retard.
Please keep your
Don't
seatbelt
think.
fastened until the seatbelt sign is switched off.
Looks a little bit broken, doesn't it?
Seats. Be careful when you
Let's
open
fix
your
it.
as items may have
Nope.
moved. There are toilets at
Oh,
both
well.
ends of the aircraft, and they all have smoke detectors. Smoking is not allowed at any time. This includes vapes and other e-cigarettes.
Not a bad landing. Okay, this will be the last one from the cabin. We'll have to go outside. We'll do the cinematic view for this. I don't know why the replay has broken the aircraft so much. Nice flare. Little deep crab. There's the touchdown. Nice. Not too bad. Could have been a little bit better, but wasn't awful. Alright then, my friends, let's go ahead and get our ending music ready. What a stream. I've loved this stream today. It was a really good flight. Lovely arrival into Rome. Lovely departure. Shame that we weren't able to go all the way to Naples, but I was like, I didn't remember downloading the scenery from flightsim.to, and it turns out I didn't. Nice. Well, there we go then. Let's get our final replay ready. Oh. Here we go. Guys, what a stream. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. Big shout out to Riley for being here for the majority of the stream. Thank you, thank you. Right, we'll go from there. Guys, thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your days, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.